All right, welcome back to another Secret Sauce episode here, and we're putting these out on Fridays. But Kyle, we're going to get right to it because that's the point of these Secret Sauce episodes is short chunks for you to nibble on, to noodle on. But I heard our the person that we admire, Alex Hormozie, say this, and I know I've heard him say this before, but I heard it recently, and I knew that we had a take on this. What he's basically said is like he was thinking about business success and he said volume negates luck. And the way he explains it is to say like put in the reps. And we've heard him say that before too, is like put the reps in and the reps will outweigh the luck. Like business isn't lucky if you continually make sales and you continually have meetings and if you continually do the hard work, it will negate the fact that you're lucky or not. And I know
Mm.
that you had an idea on this. I've got some ideas on this. So let's dig in. What do you think?
Yeah, first and foremost, I love the idea here. So, again, we don't disagree at all. I think the idea of volume is so important, but we just want to add like a small nuance to it here. And we're going to apply it to your wealth journey as well. But I want you to think, everyone in the audience, about this idea of volume. Well, what's actually happening here? Well, if you believe luck to be this thing that is, just happens to some and doesn't happen to others, it's not that volume is actually negating luck. It's that you're actually giving yourself more rolls of the dice. You are
Mm,
actually forcing the rolls of the dice more and more and more often. And it's like you are inevitably going to get lucky, because luck, really, if we're talking about
right.
it from sort of a general, a very common sense, is this idea of like probability, like the chances of someone getting
Totally.
quote unquote lucky in the traditional sense is like, hey, there's all these people and like only one person out of this massive group of people get this lucky thing. Well, imagine if you could actually use volume, meaning if you could do repetitive actions over and over and over again, you could be that million people and eventually you're going to get that one lucky opportunity. So I think instead of like thinking of it as like negating luck, like it's like you're not actually going
True.
to have luck, it's like you're forcing luck to happen sooner to you. You're
Yeah.
just like bumping it. So it's like if it's way down the line for you, some people are quote unquote lucky because that luck is sooner in the line for them. What we're
Yeah.
talking about is like, no, you're just going to keep going. You're going to force it through volume to actually experience the same luck that quote unquote lucky person got right away. You're going to get there too. It might take you a little longer, but remember that volume is what's going to get you further down the number of trials or
Yeah.
repetitions so that you get to that quote unquote lucky place for yourself.
Makes sense. Like if I'm, if I say, hey, my outcome, the thing that I really want is when I roll dice, I want to be able to get five heads, come up. Now, if I
Are there
only
heads
do
on
this,
your dice, John? I want to know.
oh, five, that is, you're
That's a
right.
secret
You're right.
sauce right
Five.
there, everybody. I love
That's
it.
right. That's right. Okay, so five heads when I flip the coin. So if I want five heads, like, am I going to flip that coin five times? Like, if you do and you got five heads, you're lucky. Like, there's the luck. But if you say I flipped the coin 50 times and got five heads, like, I still got five heads, but I probably got more heads. Like, I'm going to get more successes. The probability of flipping that coin did not change, right? The probability of your, say, conversion in business didn't change. You just increased your successes by volume. And that's what he's saying is like you can cancel this idea of luck out. You can get your outcome by just repeating this process and getting more successes because you put in the work. All right. Now, what does that mean about our wealth building journey, Kyle?
Yes, yes, absolutely. And, I want to throw one more definition of luck that I heard. I first heard it on the Entrepreneurs on Fire podcast. I'm not sure where it came from. I see some articles about it, but it's like luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity, or some people say hard work meets opportunity.
Mm,
And
mm,
and it kind of goes to this volume idea, right? Like preparation, you can kind of swap that out. I think like hard work, repetition, volume. If you put that word volume there, volume will eventually create that opportunity. You're going to get repetitions. It's going to get better. You're going to get better at the thing. And therefore, it's going to appear as though your luck is getting better and better, right? Like some of the most wealthy people out there have used volume. They've used hard work and opportunities present themselves. So by doing that volume, it's so key. Now, I want to talk about this and give a secret sauce here, like the purpose today and how this can affect everyone. Now, whether it's in your T4 job, whether it's in your business, whether it's in your investments, what I want people to be thinking about is that you can do this for yourself. And today we're going to specifically talk about wealth building. We're going to talk about the importance of that volume being the volume of money you're committing to this thing. If I'm only committing a small portion of my income, be it T4 income, be it my business income, whatever it might be, if I'm only committing a small amount, that volume is so low that you are relying on the old school definition of luck in order for something to happen for you, right? You're like, I got to hit it big on this one investment or this one thing. Whereas if we go the other way and you go, listen, if I focus on volume, I am creating that opportunity, and it's the intersection of that hard work, the opportunity, the volume of capital that you're going to put towards this wealth building journey. It's going to meet opportunity along the way. And then you're going to appear as though you're one of the quote unquote lucky ones, when in reality, I think deep inside, people who get to that place, they recognize that it wasn't just random. They didn't get the lucky straw. They actually put in the volume in order to help them get to that end goal, which is opportunity and, of course, the net wealth that you're after.
Folks, take what's your takeaway here? How much volume are you going to create? Is it in your wealth building journey and dedicating dollars into, say, a particular container or a particular part of your journey and creating that luck for yourself, like negating the luck? Or is it in real estate? Maybe you're in real estate and going like, I want to have more deals, but how many deals did you do? Like, are we going to create deals by analyzing those deals? How many deals can we analyze? How many meetings can we get if we're in business? Like you are in the lead generation business if you are in business. So it's like, well, how many leads can I get in? Create the volume for yourself. That's what your takeaway here should be.
Awesome. And remember too, volume of time, effort, and intentionality can just be in taking the time to do the planning, to do the thinking. A lot of times, what is one of the most scarce assets we have? It's time. So
Totally.
we're busy. We keep working, we keep grinding, we keep our heads down. Hey, get your head out of the sand. Make sure that you're taking an appropriate amount of time, that you're creating the volume of time or committing the volume of time you need so that you have a clear plan, so you don't lift your head up down the road and recognize that, oh my gosh, I am years behind where I could have been had I spent just a little bit of that very scarce resource we have, which is time. So, hey, if you're interested in getting a next step and taking the head out of the sands for 30 minutes or so, reach out on a discovery call over at canadianwealthsecrets.com/discovery. And remember, my friends, this is the 4th weekly secret sauce episode that we've been releasing on Fridays. And it's all because of the feedback you're giving us. So ratings and reviews, let us know. What are your thoughts? Are you liking them? Are you hating them? Let us know on Apple Podcasts, and we'll see you next week.